How are you doing? Hope you're all fine. Maybe you're looking for some ideas for your scent of the day. You've come to the right place. I will share with you my 7 fragrances that I wore last week from Monday until Sunday. Stay tuned. Alright guys, here we go. The first day on Monday last week, I started out my week with 2 fragrances actually, but when I woke up I sprayed Creed Aventus. Creed Aventus, yeah, what else can I add? A beautiful pineapple fragrance with a lot of birch and smokiness in the dry down. This is a 2014 bottle. And yeah, I went to see a house on Monday last week, starting to look out for places to move. Not really on a time schedule whatsoever, but I'm just keeping an eye out. And this fragrance, like I said, it's just a beautiful combination of fruitiness and smokiness, and it feels really confident wearing this one. I know a lot of people really like to smell this one, and so that was my morning scent. And in the afternoon I actually added another fragrance. I thought it might have not worked out, but I added Aramis, which is a really old fragrance by now, almost 40 years old, and it's classic Chypre type of fragrance. So this means it has a lot of dry elements about it, a little bit green as well. So oak moss, leather, some citrus at the top, a little bit of florals in the heart, but actually really worked out amazing with the dry down of Aventus. So yeah, that was my combination on Monday last week. I loved it a lot, and I might do that one again in the future. Alright, on Tuesday last week I stayed in bed a little longer because I had to work in the late afternoon. So I snuggled up in the sheets and I smelled a scent on my pillow from a couple of days before, namely from the Roja Dove Tutti Frutti collection, and that fragrance was Fruity Oud. So if you're curious about the fragrance Tutti Frutti Oud, that's a mouthful, I'll put a link at the end of this video and in the description box because I talked about it in one of my recent videos. But yeah, it's a beautiful, refreshing scent for Roja Dove. One that I see no substitutes for actually. So really, big thumbs up for that one. And I wish it just wasn't that expensive, because then it would be no-brainer for me to get a full bottle. But for now, I'll just stick with my samples and see where we go from here. Alright, so Wednesday I went with a fragrance that hit my top fall fragrance list from the designer game. This is by Guerlain, L'Homme Idéal, the Eau de Parfum. Guys, look at that gorgeous bottle. This fragrance is, when you're looking for a nice oriental fragrance with a classic gentle leather and sweet tonka, this fragrance just works amazingly in that regard. It's so sensual, but also really sophisticated, a little bit playful, but serious enough to work in a work setting as well. Very versatile in my opinion in the colder months. So yeah, again, I'll put a link below if you're curious about my top fall fragrances. This was my scent last Wednesday. Wore this to work, and people really like to smell this. Alright, so last Thursday I wore a fragrance by Amouage. This one is called Jubilation Man, a fragrance that got a lot of talk back in the day, a couple of years ago, but today it's kind of overshadowed by newer releases. For me, still a classic, really nice fragrance, lots of dark elements, sophisticated fragrance, some berries and so on. It has a fruitiness again, but a dark type of fruits rather than sweet and playful fruits in Fruity Oud. This fragrance has a lot of character, decent staying power, sophisticated sillage itself, not such a profound oud that makes it hard to wear. This one can work in a lot of situations, but most of all in colder weather, this one will do just fine. Okay, so Friday last week I pulled out a fragrance by Clinique. This one is Aromatics Elixir. Look at that gorgeous brown juice. That's actually the result of maturation on the bottle. This bottle is more than 10 years old. But yeah, it's a stunning fragrance. I mean, this is one of the best designer fragrances of all time. I truly adore this scent. I love to smell this on women, but I dare to spray it myself. And I made a huge mistake by going 4 sprays with this one. True story, I went to work and I had to open my car windows on the drive there because it was so insanely strong. I just almost couldn't breathe. And then, poor guy, I had a colleague who was in training with me all day on the train, and you know, this guy really I think he was struggling. He didn't say anything about it, but sometimes he also opened up a window just like I did, but the fragrance kept on pumping really hard. I mean, temperatures were okay to rock this fragrance, but I should have gone with like 1 or 2 sprays, because this formulation at least is so potent that you just only can wear a little bit and smell great all day. So this won't happen again, I promise you. It was so strong, but beautiful fragrance. If you like Chyprus, this one is one to really to sample. All right, so Saturday I went to see my parents-in-law, and this fragrance really suits every kind of occasion where you want to smell sophisticated, masculine, classy and refined. This is Santal Royal by Guerlain. I did a full in-depth review on that one, so check that one out if you're interested. I'll put a link at the end of this video. Sweet and spicy leather with lots of cinnamon. Alright, so last but not least, I pulled out Antaeus by Chanel on Sunday. This fragrance is a classic, again from the early 80s. I think the same year where Kouros was released. A bold, dark fragrance with a lot of character. A fragrance that is in the same genre as Aramis, Aromatics Elixir, Egoist by Chanel. Fragrance that really stand out of the crowd. And I almost forgot how great this is, but you really have to like Chyprus. A dark, leathery fragrance with a lot of labdanum. And yeah, I will do a full review on this one, so stay tuned for that one to come real soon to the channel. Alright guys, so these were my 7 picks from last week, the 22nd to the 28th of October. Not sure if I will be able to do this each and every week. We'll see with my schedule how everything goes. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a little thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you will be up to date with my latest reviews and so much more on this channel to come. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and I hope you have a great day. Bye bye.